Hello everyone, I'm Elfowls and welcome to week 1 of PAC in the off-season 7. So, week 1, we're here. We just did our draft analysis, that should be up by now, and we drafted a pretty good team. I'm loving the top tier trio of Iron Valiant, King Gambit, and Hyperium. We got a regen core, some great pivoting, and some pretty cool low tier options, so I am super ready to go in this week 1. Let's see if we can stack up to the competition. This time, in week 1, we are going up against Hyperium and the Bolerates FC. So, Hyperium drafted a team of Iron Moth, Rillaboom, Azumarill, Iron Crown, Galarian Weezing, Terra Captain Garganacl, Sneasler, very late round pickup there, Hisuian Braviary, and Sinistcha. So the big standouts of this team are, of course, that very nice Fire Water Grass core up top, and Sneasler is always a very, very demanding threat, as well as Garganacl being a very offensive win condition. There are a lot of win conditions on this team. You know, Azumarill's Belly Drum, Iron Moth has, of course, Booster Energy, Fiery Dance sets, or Agility. Rillaboom has plenty of setup. Garganacl's defensive setup. Sneasler is the offensive setup Pokemon with Grassy Terrain. So there's a lot that my opponent could kind of do that could get out of hand. So I'm gonna have to make sure to keep that stuff in check. But I do still think I have a pretty good matchup. So I mean, let's just get right into it. Starting off, we have my best probably breaker for the matchup. This is going to be Kyurem, who I'm bringing with heavy duty boots, max special attack, and a modest nature. And the combination of freeze dry and earth power is completely unresisted on my opponent's team. There are no safe switch-ins. Now, it's going to put the pressure on me to guess correctly because a lot of the earth power weaknesses can switch in on a freeze dry and threaten me out before I can even hit them with an earth power. So, you know, it is a very read-based mod in some cases, but that's actually why we're running Substitute. We got a few free slots because our 2-move coverage is so good. So Sub is very nice in case I'm in against something that I threaten and I can potentially just get that up, ease my predictions for the next turns, and so on. Of course, with another free slot, might as well run Blizzard because that's just the strongest move we have access to in the matchup. So yeah, you know, basic breaker with boots Kyurem. Of course, that is going to have to be supported by the Slowking. We have, of course, the pivoting with Chilly Reception. That is going to power up Kyurem's Blizzard to 100% accuracy, as well as give it that defense boost so it can take on a few extra things. Slowking is my specially defensive check to a few different mons. We can check Iron Moth even though we're scared of Energy Ball. We have a decent amount of SPDF for that. We are a great check to Iron Crown, and we are also a pretty good check to Braviary. So Slowking can do pretty good. The graphics actually a little outdated. I updated Psyshock to Psychic Noise as a way to stop Garganacl from recovering, and that's also the purpose of the Covert Cloak, is to be a little better against Garganacl. We can stay in against it for a turn or so, click Psychic Noise, and then Chilly out with our Sassy Nature 0 IVs. So we can make sure that whatever comes in is getting the momentum going into Garganacl. Other than that, Thunder Wave is great to counter things like Iron Moth and Iron Crown. We can actually cripple those pretty well. Chilly Reception is obviously pivoting, and Slack Off is healing. The EVs are specifically to take a Specs Iron Moth Energy Ball under Grassy Terrain and be able to retaliate. And the rest is dumped into defense just to be able to handle Garganacl a little better, maybe Sneasler as well with our Psychic Noise. So moving right along. We do have Amoonguss, which is my other defensive piece, another regenerator Pokemon. This is all physical defense, and this is my main check into Rillaboom, Azumarill, and potentially the Sneasler defensively. So with Sludge Bomb and Grass Knot, we get pretty darn good damage into Rillaboom and Azumarill. Clear Smog is going to stop setup from the Sneasler, and Stomping Tantrum is there to hit the Sneasler mostly. I was worried about Sneasler setting up Substitute, so I need a good way to break it, and Stomping Tantrum, it does the job, so there's that. Stomping Tantrum also hits Iron Moth super effectively, but I don't know if we're ever staying in on that matchup, so we'll see how that turns out. Amoonguss is basically here just to keep those threats in check. They can definitely overwhelm it. You know, Sneasler has Unburden Acrobatics, Azumarill has Ice Spinner with either Choice Band or Belly Drum, and Rillaboom can potentially be just, you know, Banded U-Turn, or it can also be Acrobatics. So they have a lot of options to deal with Amoonguss, but I'm just trying to chip them down for some of my other Pokemon to be able to beat them in the long term. So that's more the goal. I guess Clear Smog is also for the Garganacl. If it starts getting too many curses going, I I'm glad to always have that nice option to just reset all of its stats, and then I can bring Slowking back in on it. That's the plan there. So moving along, we have kind of an interesting set. Iron Valiant is going here with a Life Orb and a mixed attacking set with Encore. The main purpose of Iron Valiant is that I can pivot into Garganackle with Slowking and pivot out slowly with a Chili. And then Iron Valiant can always come in no matter what Terra type Garganackle is. And if it used some kind of support move, we can always just Encore it in. And then from there, Iron Valiant's not really sweeping anything. There are too many priority moves and potential Scarf or Unburdened Sneasler. So I'm just going with a set that can smack a switch in really hard. Usually I'll probably be clicking Knockoff if I have successfully encored the Garganackle. That's productive against anything, and it hits a lot of stuff super effectively in this matchup, actually. But Close Combat is just very strong stab with max attack and Life Orb, and Psychic is the coverage we need against stuff like Wheezing and Iron Moth. So yeah, that's going to be Iron Valiant. Kind of a just tech pivot breaker, and I don't know. Just a general attacker, I guess. But yeah, that's going to be it for that. Lastly, we have King Gambit. You knew we weren't going to be going without this. I don't know why I said lastly. This isn't my last slot. But we're going with Terra Fire King Gambit. The moveset's pretty standard. Swords Dance and Sucker Punch and Kowtow Cleave are always just solid King Gambit moves. Iron Head gets us the coverage we need. We just need stab coverage in this matchup. There really isn't much else that we need to hit. So with leftovers and decent bulk, we can switch into a lot of stuff. And Terra Fire means that Iron Moth is not a guaranteed revenge into us. I was scared of giving that thing a free switch-in opportunity, so being able to Terra Fire, stop that from just one-hit KOing us with a fire move is very nice. The only thing it can really hit us with is Sludge Wave, which I'm not quite sure if it has the room for. But regardless, we should live one of those from high health anyway, so we should be able to win that matchup one-on-one. Other than that, Fire is actually pretty nice for the rest of the team. It prevents burns from Wheezing and Sinistcha, and it's just nice to threaten stuff like Rillaboom. Even if we don't have fire coverage, we can kind of pretend we do. And we get out of our fighting weakness as well, which is pretty important. Lastly, then we have Sandy Shocks, which is going to be a very interesting set here. This is potentially my lead for the matchup. There's a lot that I can just Volt Switch out on or set up spikes because I want some spikes chip on the team going into the endgame. From there, though, I mean, Volt Switch and Earth Power are great. There are no electric immunities, so Sandy Shocks is actually pretty free to pivot around. And then in the last slot, we have Endure there with a Custap Berry, and this is in case the Sneasler gets out of hand mostly. We can Endure down to 1 HP if it's sweeping, and then our Custap Berry allows us to KO the Sneasler with Earth Power. So yeah, that's going to be Sandy Shocks. And that is going to do it for my team for week 1. I'm very excited going into it. A lot of big threats, but I think I can handle them. So yeah, let's see what happens. I will see you guys in the battle. Alright, we found Hyperium, and the team is going to be... We got Iron Moth, Sneasler, so far so good, or expected at least. Rillaboom, Garganackle, Azumarill, and Wheezing. Okay. And I'll just message my opponent, King Gambit, is Terra Fire. Okay. So, I am thinking about leading Sandy Shocks. The problem would be Rillaboom. That would suck, but if that happens, you got me. I would just have to switch out to Amoonguss, I suppose. I'm waiting for my opponent to tell me what Terra Garganackle is. Come on. Are you gonna message me here? Please? I mean, if they don't send me the Terra type, well, I'll play it out, but like, come on. Okay, oh, it is Rillaboom lead. Okay, I guess I'm just not gonna get the Terra type on Garg. Whatever. Rillaboom against Amoonguss, because that's definitely what I'm switching in here. Yeah, no question. Trying to gauge damage, so let's see what we have. You have, it's Grassy Glide. This one for Grassy Glide, and I took 20 points of damage, which is not Adamant Band, but it looks like that could very well be the lowest roll on Jolly Band. So that's my guess. Okay, well, what's your switch into, Amoonguss, actually? This is a good question. I don't know if you really have a great one, but I'm gonna make a bit of a bold play, and we can Stomping, right? This is definitely switching out if it's banned. You know what? That's silly. I'm just gonna double, I think. If you're gonna switch out, it's probably to Weezing. Let's go Hyperium. Alright, so it banded. Oh, it's Garganacl. Okay, they just sent the type to me. It's Terra Fighting, which is something that I was considering at one point. Garganacl might be. So it is Terra Fighting. That's actually pretty nice for Slowking. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to like freeze dry into this and then it hits me with a huge body press. So I'm just going to switch in Slowking, and we can either Psychic Noise or pivot out with Chili. A lot of switches. But let's do some calcs. What are you doing? It's Assault Cure. 202 to 174. 28 points of damage. I'm just gonna guess that's regular, no investment. Yeah, no investment on that. You're switching to Slowking. You don't have a great one, but Rillaboom is up there. I think I'm gonna Chili. Yeah. Stealth Rock, yep. Those are up permanently, unfortunately. What a funny animation. Okay, but into Garganacl, which is Terra Fighting. Let's keep that in mind. I think I do want to go with Shocks, right? Because actually, well, Weezing could be a hazard remover, but I think this is fine. Let me just calc Body Press against Sandy Shocks. Terra Fighting. Body Press. No, it doesn't do too much. And we're threatening with a big Earth Power, potentially. So I'm just going to take this opportunity to get my spikes up. Earthquake wouldn't be very strong here. Your next strongest ground move is actually Stomping Tantrum, because I don't think Garganacl gets high horsepower, which I didn't realize until prep for this match. Okay, great. I'm guessing this is just Rillaboom again? Yeah. Alright. And then here I just switch to Amoonguss every time. I understand that... Oh, the grass disappeared. Oh? So I can Volt Switch is what you're telling me? Just make sure I saw that right. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, why not go for a quick little volt switch? I definitely outspeed. Oh, you're gonna withdraw. Yeah, I mean, no reason for me not to volt switch out of this. It's Iron Moth. Okay. Is it Boots? No, it's not Boots. Okay. Oh, we can calc some. Oh, that did half. Okay. Against Iron Moth, it's half after spikes, which I believe, I don't remember what percent spikes does. But regardless, pretty good opportunity for Slowking just to come in. But let's say we did about 40% with Volt Switch. That is not too invested in HP. It's probably no bulk, actually. So in that case, I think Psychic Noise does take it here. Let's go for it, because even if the Rillaboom switches in, which is probably worst case, I'm okay with just preventing it from healing with Grassy Terrain. Thunder Wave is my other option. You know what? Thunder Wave ain't bad. Let's do that. Yeah, Rillaboom. Great. Yeah, having this in Paralyze is pretty nice. Considering I don't really have any other status I would even want to hit it with. I don't think I have any other status, period, so this works just fine. Chip on the Iron Moth is pretty good. But yeah, I mean, why not just go Amoonguss? Yes, the Iron Moth can switch in, but I mean, I still have a full health Slowking right here, so... Okay, you're gonna double again, that's smart. Yeah, I mean, that's a good pivot, for sure. Haven't seen this thing do anything yet, so I have no idea what set it's running. But let's start looking at, like, spec sets. Yeah, I kind of, I figured this would happen. They would just double switch Moth into Amoonguss, but I really couldn't risk Slowking like that. I'm okay risking Slowking here though, because this is Slowking's job. Please give me the Iron Moth set with specs, Mr. Calculator. Choice specs, Grassy Terrain. So yeah, we are EV'd to live that. Energy Ball. So let's do that, shall we? Alright. So I'm guessing Energy Ball, right? Acid Spray. Oh! Well, that actually doesn't work on me. So that's neat. Unfortunately, I did not look at the numbers there. But, what is the play here? I could Chili, actually. I think I will do that. It's Chili or Psychic Noise, I think. Let's Chili out. Yeah, Energy Ball. Let's calc this. 161 down to 41 means 120 points of damage. Energy Ball in Grassy Terrain. Yeah, that's kind of a high roll for max special attack timid. Alright, and I mean, I think Valiant has a decent chance to shine here, right? I mean, there's very little bulk, so I think we can KO with the Psychic. Yeah, and we outspeed every time. Yeah, we're good. So we go here. We put Psychic, I think. Huh. That's barely the most amount of damage we're doing, actually. Because CC does 60 to 70. Holy crap. Do you have good switch-ins? Azumarill. for sure. Knock doesn't do enough to the Moth, so I'm just gonna click Psychic here. Yeah, switch out to what? Azu. Makes sense. Alright, this is taking not too much damage. So, I mean, Amogus is obviously pretty nice here. Azu, Assault Vest. Honestly, I feel like that could be Assault Vest. It's somewhere in between, like, regular max HP and Assault Vest. So I'm wondering if there's some Spadef on there. Regardless, Amogus is kind of my auto switch. Yeah, so we can calc damage on the potential Ice Spinner here. Alright, I'm at what was it? Ice Spinner, yep. So that takes me from 194 to 102. Okay. That is 92 points of damage. That is potentially not even max attack. It could be max attack, not adamant. I think it's just some kind of middling attack. So, that's interesting. I think I'm gonna click Sludge Bomb here, because I live another Ice Spinner. I'm not sure what you bring in. It's Wheezing, okay. We can probably do pretty decent damage to this. It is Levitate. Decent damage, and no recovery on that Wheezing is interesting. What do I do about Wheezing? I'm like okay losing Slowking. It's at half health. Just because, like, yeah, we're gonna go Slowking. Just because, like, the Iron Moth is showing not to be, like, speed boosting or anything, so Iron Valley can always revenge it. And I'm making decent progress here in the, like, trade war. Okay, I'm at 83. It goes for Heat Wave, which is interesting. Out of fear of Taunt, I might just go straight for a Psychic Noise. You don't have too many good options into that, so I'm just gonna do it. Like, this could just be a Wheezing Sack. Sludge Bomb. Okay. If that's your best, I can actually... Oh, well. I was going to say I can pivot out next turn, but I just KO'd the Wheezing. Which is cool with me. So that's a Slowking KO's Wheezing. Alright. Very nice. Iron Muff, yes, that can definitely Energy Ball. I remember that was max special attack, so just on the off chance, can I take an Energy Ball outside of terrain? I don't think so. We're at really low health, but I just want to see. Iron Moth. Calking occurring. Okay, yeah, that's doing too much. Am I okay losing Slowking? No, actually, I want it for Garganacl. You know what? Screw it. King Gambit. This is a huge risk, but I really want to preserve Slowking, and there's a chance for me to not take too much damage here. Oh, what a good read. Okay. How much damage do I take? That's... Oh, that's an Oko. Crap. Okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, Moth, KO, King Gambit. What a good read. Yeah, can't fault them for that. But yeah, we get an Iron Valiant opportunity here. I mean, can't we just knock? We should KO with knock. Looks like it. Okay, and knock should take care of whatever item we're looking for here. Yeah, the King Gambit is unfortunate. I think we might KO the Azumarill though. Yeah, easy. I mean, we can CC that. We can just Psychic that too. Yeah, let's Psychic. No reason not to. Yep. Leaves us at, you know, about half. Alright, and Valiant KOs Azu. Great. King Gambit loss really sucks, man. But what are you gonna do, right? Rillaboom. Okay. Boy, I am running out of switch-ins of this too. I think I need Valiant in order to revenge against the, what do you call it? The Moth. So I think out of fear of Grassy Glide, Kyurem could work, and let's check Kyurem against Moth. Against Iron Moth, Kyurem, let's put Dazzling Gleam on it. We take that just fine. So yeah, I mean, this would be an incredible read if you go for like a fighting move here. That'd be something. Okay, but what do we see? It could be a double. It is a double. Okay. Oh, Sneasler. Oh, you got me. Shoot. Alright. Yeah. There's an eject. No, not eject. Grassy Seed. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. So Sneasler, let's just calc. Unburden set. Max attack adamant. Close combat. Definitely KOs me. Darn, if we were in snow, it wouldn't. But let's see. Max attack adamant against Amoonguss. We have acrobatics. Get rid of the item. Get rid of the item, I said. It 2 KOs Amoonguss. This is like what Amoonguss is here for. So let's, like, I understand Swords Dance is coming, but I have an Endure Select Sandy Shocks for it. So I'm okay with this. It is sub. Really? Okay. Okay, so Acrobatics does 148 points of damage at most, so I can safely Stomping Tantrum. Wow, I'm glad I put Stomping on this thing. Because this is the exact situation I was thinking about. This should take it. Nice. Alright, and you can feel free to KO me here. You only have 2 attacking moves, so I'm guessing it's CC Acrobatics. Regardless, though, I Stomping every time, just in case you sub again. It's dire. That doesn't KO me. Okay. Alright, well, Yeah, I'm satisfied with Moose going down here. Now, I do have to rely on Sneasler going for the kill against Sandy Shocks, but I don't see why you wouldn't do that, right? Okay, so we click Endure. You didn't think about this, so it seems like a close combat to me. Yep. And now... oh, we can actually Volt Switch, right? Yeah, because if we don't Volt... Well... okay. I think I will go for a... Because if I go for Volt Switch, Sandy Shocks is going down next time it comes in because of the rocks. So I might as well just Earth Power, force something to KO me. Nice, though. We do take out the Sneasler. Shocks, KO, Sneasler. Crisis averted. And it's Iron Moth. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, no reason for me not to just go for an Earth Power. You can Fire Dance all you want, but honestly, I'm good. Our Iron Valiant takes it after this. Alright, so I lose... Sandy Shocks. Moth KOs Shocks. Alright. Valiant comes in. And what do we click here? Iron Moth, Rillaboom, and Garganacl are left. Close Combat definitely takes it, so I might as well do that. Close Combat, yeah, is great into everything. KO's Moth should do a ton of damage to Garganacl. And, I mean, Rillaboom might be able to take it. Nice! Moth goes down. Big threat out of the way. So, Valiant KO's Moth. Great. So all you have left here is a Paralyzed Rillaboom and a Garganacl. And honestly, like, I can just switch in and out of Garganacl all day with Slowking. What if I just lose Valiant? Because, like, honestly, this is the most useful Valiant is going to be for the rest of the battle. I might as well just go for a... I could knock? Let me calc. I don't think I've hit this thing yet, so I don't know what spread it is. Against guard... Let's say... I don't know, standard set. I mean, close combat does the most. If it's Terra Fighting, though, actually. I don't know, let's just knock. Getting rid of items, great. Okay, that is the Terra Fighting. And if you set up, I have Encore, so none of that for you. Knock the lefties, right? Yeah. You should just KO me here, right? Yeah, Salt here will KO. With the residual, yeah. I actually lived that. Okay, but yeah. Guard KOs Iron Valiant. So we are down to 2-2. That's crazy. Let's get Slowking in here. But I think that Hyperium does take this. My options are to Psychic Noise or Chili out. So Body Press against the Hyperium in Snow. Body Press less than half. So, you know what? I can Chili. Yeah. We have a slow pivot out. Iron Defense. Oh. Well, yeah. Oh, that is rough. You're going for it, aren't you? Okay, let's check Slowking. Slowking against a +2 Terra Fighting Garganacl. Slowking does a third, and it can't recover after that. It only does a third to us. So honestly, I feel like we go back into Slowking. This is rough, guys. So it's Salt Cure, Body Press, Recover, and Iron Defense. Hyperium with Blizzard only does not that much, so I'm gonna do this. We're gonna come back in and Psychic Noise. Honestly, we just need to get it down into range of the of Blizzard, actually. So we Psychic Noise first, I think, because this Body Press, Slowking, only does 72 max, so we can take 2 of those. Let's Psychic Noise. Did you forget that I'm Cloak or something? I still take another one of those, so this is fine. Alright, I will Recover here. Slack Off, rather. And then I will Psychic Noise again. I think we have this. I'm not sure what you're doing here. Because you could be Body Pressing for a lot more damage, right? I mean, whatever. Psychic Noise. Yeah, okay. Rillaboom comes in. How much health is it at? Decent amount. Tell me the snow stays up, because that'd be very useful. It does stop. Okay. It's actually pretty unfortunate. So I think I calced Rillaboom at Jolly Band. One choice band. Jolly into Hyperium. Let's say, I don't know, Drain Punch? Superpower, maybe? Banded Superpower does KO. Drain Punch doesn't. I don't even know if Rillaboom gets Superpower. How much time do I have on this turn? Not that long. I do need to make this switch though, I think. Oh my goodness. Let's try it. If the snow stayed up one more turn, this would be a lot safer. Right? Okay, what are you clicking? Look. We live. Okay, great. Alright. It wasn't banned. Oh, I am sorry. Okay. I was sure that was Jolly banned. Huh. Well, I'm very sorry about that. Do I just freeze dry twice? Is that the play? Let's try it. I just want to see how much damage it does, honestly. Not that much. It's very Spadef. Okay, Sulkier takes me out. Yeah, and then Slowking comes in and takes it. Oh, yeah. So I got very lucky here. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. So Hyperium, KO Rillaboom, and then Garg KOs Hyperium. Okay, and then yeah, I just clicked Psychic Noise a couple of times. You can't touch me, so this is kind of in the bag. But yeah, the Rillaboom, even if it was banded and like he had to switch out there, that would have been terrible for me because like it could have come in later with another Grassy Glide, and I think I would have had a maneuver. Would have been a read. Like Slowking would have had to switch in on the Garganacl switch in, and then we would have had to pivot back out into Kyurem at the right time with Snow up to make sure we can take the Grassy Glide. So that's, yeah. That's what would have had to happen for me to win had it been banded and switched out. But it wasn't even banded. I think I read that it was no longer prevented from healing, so you could have recovered here, but I guess that's whatever. Slowking KOs Garganacl, and we do take this with a little bit of luck on our side. My opponent played this very, very well. Definitely outplayed me in a lot of ways. But we did come out with the 1-0 victory. Definitely, yeah, that para on the Rillaboom. I mean, that's why I paired it, but that still feels bad, man. But yeah, hey, GG to Hyperium, you played great, and it was such a close one. Nail biter. So yeah, I guess that will do it for week 1. I am up 1-0 for the season, so that's cool. I will see you guys next time. Week 2 should be a very exciting one, so see you then.